Yeah, I'm just going to be reading this one. I haven't got it exactly memorised yet. Is that one?
No.
This poem's called Living in Shadows. Those who tell us not to be afraid of the dark have never lived in the shadows. In the shadows, it's not a fight to survive, it's a battle to breathe, and you're losing the war. In the shadows, you are the monster under the bed. You are what you hide from under the cupboards each night. In the shadows, you don't talk in your sleep. You scream in every waking moment through the megaphone of silence. In the shadows, you paint yourself a coat of invisible because your reflection is just another reminder that you still exist. In the shadows, the helping hands that people extend turn to talon, shredding the remainder of your dignity into bite-sized pieces. In the shadows, the faces of friends are lost in a hall of mirrors. The questions they ask all rhetorical. Living in shadows, you dance with demons under the moon of your mind. Living in shadows, you drown in lakes of sadness, resuscitated with a breath of hope only to be held under again. Living in shadows, you keep photographs of flames in your pocket, a totem to the warmth you have long forgotten. Living in shadows, you wander deserts of eternal night, praying that your tired legs may carry you to the horizon. Death in the shadows is never glorious, never honourable, never held in memories the way they should, never hailed as heroes for their honourable service in an impossible conflict, never listened to, but always heard. Life in the daylight, a privilege we always forget. It is a privilege that monsters under the bed do not bear our features, that hands are always outstretched and questions will always be answered. Mental illness is a life lived in the shadows, and not always can light be restored, but we can light a flame and admire the warmth, or we can light a fire and bask in the glow. But to turn our backs to one in the dark is to turn our backs to the light. And we could all do with a tan.